Hello, lovely ones. Let's still do it again. This is the second class on word problems involving age. Okay, so let's read the question. We are told a father is 4 times as old as his son. In 20 years, the father will be twice as old as his son. Find the present age of each. That's find the age of both the father and son. Now, I told you in the first class that you should be able to identify the person the question is centering on. Okay, so when you look at this question, you see that if we can identify the age of the son, we will know the age of the father. So the question is centering on the son. So what you should do, having identified that, we have our solution. So we now say let son's age be equal to x. Okay, so it helps us to solve. Now let's go back to the question. A father, you can use any letter for the father. He's not the key person, so his name does not matter in this question. So we have a father, so we use F is equal sign. Okay, 4 times is 4 times, that's 4 multiplied, so is 4 times as old as his son. Remember we said son is x, so it's going to be 4 times x, and when you multiply it gives you 4x. In 20 years to come, in 20 years, that means he's still coming. This has an effect on this statement. Okay, so you need to remember in 20 years that is to come, you know that the son will not remain the same way he is now. His age has to increase, likewise the father's age. So it takes effect on the statement. So we're going to have son's age in that 20 years will be x plus 20. Okay, then what will be the father? The father, we have seen the father is 4x. The father's age is taken as 4x. So we don't need to write F again. So we're going to have the father's age in that 20 years will be 4x plus 20. That is just what you need to do. Okay, and in 20 years time, the father will. So what it means is that the father, which we have said is this in 20 years, so restate that, you have 4x plus 20. Will is equal sign, will be twice. Twice means 2 times. So it will be 2 times as old as his son. And that son is the son's age in that 20 years. Did you see it? So we're going to have 2 times the son, which is x plus 20. Please put it in bracket. It is representing one thing. So it's an expression. Put it in bracket, okay? So this is the same as 4x plus 20 is 2 into x plus 20. So let's write this way so that you can easily distribute these two into the bracket. So if you solve this, see what we have. 4x plus 20, 2 multiplies x gives you 2x, 2 multiplies 20 gives you 40. So you see you can now collect like terms. So you can take this to the left side. Remember, this is positive, this is positive. So it's going to give us 4x, and when you take this, it's going to be negative, okay? Then this 20 is positive, take it to the right, it will be negative. So you have 40 minus 20. If you subtract this, it gives you 2x is equal to 20. To get x, which is the 2 is the coefficient, divide by the coefficient. When you do that, this will cancel. X will give us, this will give us 10. So x will give us 10. So it means that the son's age, which we said is x, will be what? Will be 10 years. That is the present age of the son. And the present father's age will be what? We said the father is 4 times. So it will be 4 times 10, and that will give us 40 years old. So these are their 2 ages. And if you want to go further, the question says in 20 years, if you add 20 to this 10, it gives you 30 for the son. And if you add 20 to the father, it gives you 60. And the question says the son, you see it, that the father is 2 times the son. You see that when you times 30 by 2, it gives you back 60. So the father will be 2 times of the son in 20 years, which is just what we have shown. And this is that. I hope you learned something. Don't forget to like, share. I'll see you in class 3. Bye-bye.